Hello, me again, Jonesy, PTI, here for another session. Today's session is a press-up session, and we're going to be looking at strength and muscular development during this press-up session. It's going to be good, and it is a session that will replace kind of a gym session where you go and do a bit of bench press and other chest exercises. No kit is required. We're going to be doing 5 different exercises. There's a beginner setting, and there's an intermediate setting, and for some of the exercises there's an advanced setting as well. The difference from this compared to some of the circuits we've done in the past is you do it for a certain amount of time, then it's the end, then you do something else. For this we're going to be going to failure, and I'll be going to failure as well for each exercise before moving on to the next. In between press-up exercises we'll do something else, maybe a bit of back and a bit of core work just to pass the time whilst our chest is recovering, ready for the next set. So, have a warm-up, get your chest ready to go, get a little bit of a light dab on, and then you'll be good, nice and loose, ready for today's session. So, first exercise, we're going to do a push away. The beginner setting is on your knees, like so, with your hands out in front. So if you look right from the side, hands out in front of the body there. And this exercise will work my upper part of my chest. So I come down and then push away the whole body. Come down and then push away. So you're trying to work in that plane. That's the easy setting on your knees. The next setting is doing it on your toes. So you come down and you push away. I've got a couch in the way, so I'm going to have to do it a little bit on the side. So you come down and push away. Like so. That is the intermediate setting. And if you're advanced, you can put your feet flat against the wall and push yourself back and forth. I'm not going to do that. So we're going to get straight into the first set, which is the push away. I'm going to do it off my knees, or I'll go to failure. Now failure means you can't do any more with good form. If you start to struggle and your form goes out the window, that's time to stop. We'll have a rest. If you finish before me, great. Think about making the exercise easier next time if you're finishing way before me. If you're finishing way after me, think about making the exercise a bit more difficult. So, here we go. First exercise, push away, press up. Let's go. So it's full extension at the top of the exercise. Elbows are coming, flaring out a little bit. And you can see that I'm not going straight down, straight up. I am going in that kind of motion, pushing myself forwards and backwards, forwards and then backwards, forwards and then backwards, forwards and then backwards. Now I'm starting to struggle now, so I think I've got a few more left in me. Form's starting to go, getting a really good sensation in the top of my chest, a bit of shoulder in there as well. Perfect. So, in our break time we're going to be doing something. In our first set, we're just going to do a hold in boat position like this. That gives us a chance just to rest the arms and the chest, but we're still working somewhere else. So trying to get our legs nice and straight, chest up if that's a bit easy. You can add a bit of scissor action, and if that's still too easy, you can rock down and rock back up whilst doing your scissor, like so. It's up to you. I'll just do a bit more scissor action. Now there's no set time frame for this, it's just until your upper body is recovered enough, ready for the next set. I suggest in the region of half a minute to a minute, and then we'll have an extended period of rest after each set of 5 chest exercises. So, next exercise is a normal press up. This time our hands are right over our shoulders like this, which means we're working the mid part of our chest. First exercise was the upper, now we're going to the mid. Now you can work off your knees, just remember to drop your bum down and come back up again. Make sure you come out to full extension at the top, keep your chest engaged. Don't do these kind of half things that you see some people doing. That's good for a circuit, getting the heart rate up, but we want muscular development, muscular strength improvement. I want to do it on my toes like so. And if you want to make it even more difficult than this, just a normal press up which looks like that, you can go wider and come over to one hand like so, and then the other there. Actually, I'm going to do that. So you've got normal press ups, full extension, off your knees, and you've got the daddy version, arms nice and wide, in line with your chest, and then you come over to one side, press up, and the other, press up. I won't be able to do many of these because they're tough, but that's fine. Now I'm not counting reps, I don't care how many I do, as long as I'm going to failure, and I'm not doing one rep or hundreds. Now, no more. Okay, if you're still going, great. I'm going to crack on with my abs exercise I've got next, which is just some sit-ups. So rest your arms across your chest, and let's just do a few sit-ups. Just for 30 seconds or so, 45 seconds, until the next chest exercise, next press-up exercise, which will target the lower part of the chest. Now by the end of the session, we want our chest to be super fatigued, and then tomorrow or the next day, I want to feel some muscle soreness in my chest. That's what this session's all about. So when the muscles recover, hopefully they'll grow maybe a little bit and come back stronger for next time. Okay, we'll do 5 more of these. So you'll note there's no time frames on these today. So what you can do is, as you're working, you can pause me if I'm going too quickly for you, or you can spin on if I'm going too slowly. But remember, you don't want to be going too quickly through the exercises because it doesn't give them a chance to recover, so they're not strong enough for the next exercise. Okay, next one we've got is an incline press up. So the options you've got are, you can find your table like so, and just do an incline press up like this with your hands behind your body. There. That's the beginner setting. The more difficult setting is planche press ups, where you're trying to get your body weight over the top of your hands there. Elbows flared out a little bit for this because we're trying to work our chest and not our triceps, and then come down and then back up like so. That's got an intermediate setting. And then if you want to go big, you start down at the bottom here, elbows flared out, and just come up back to where you went, like so. A bit like a cobra press up, except your elbows aren't tucked into the side, they're just flaring out a little bit. That will really target the bottom of your chest. I'm going to go for the advanced setting, you go for what you want. Let's get into the set. Here we go. So I'm going to go down to the bottom, try and get my hands behind my shoulders, and up they come. The elbows flared out, they're a bit tucked in there. Oh, this is good. This is good. You can even do that one if you want with your knees down, if it's just for variation, and it becomes more of a beginner or intermediate exercise. Now I only did probably, how many reps to do then? 7, 8? Chest got it, right at the bottom, perfect. Alright, let's do another in-between exercise. We're just going to go on all fours, hands underneath shoulders, we're just going to do a bit of Superman action. Now when you're at the top here, squeeze your butt, squeeze your chest, squeeze your core, before swapping over to the other side. We'll do this for about 30, 40 seconds. Now again, there's no time on this exercise. We're just doing good reps. We just take it over until our next next press up exercise. So I'm going to do it just until I feel recovered enough to do justice to the next set. 40 odd seconds, anywhere up to a minute. Longer if you want and you've got time, it's up to you. I'm feeling good. Ready to go for the next one. Next one we've got a push-up twist. Now you can do this off your knees. I'm going to do it just in the normal press position, and we're going to go, I'll do it off my knees first to demonstrate. So we go down, then come back up again, and we're just adding a little bit of a twist in there, so which puts all the weight onto one side of the chest and just gives it a little bit of a different motion to deal with, as opposed to the straight up and down. It just gives it a little bit of a twisting sensation to have to deal with. So here we go. I'm going to do it on my knees in the air. So you come down and come up and then push onto one side. Fingertips come up, weight comes off one hand pretty much entirely onto the other side, full extension. Lots of noises, that's good. Shows I'm working hard. Form, going on the last one. Great. Hit the outside part of the chest. Get a different, just give it a different angle of attack. 4 sets done. One more chest exercise to go. In the meantime, let's do another holding exercise. We want to do a bit of scissoring. Left leg just off the floor, right leg straight up, head down, arms by your side, resting your chest. I'm just going to switch legs every 2 or 3 seconds, just like so. Try and keep your legs straight, ankles, feet flexed. Just switching in between, keeping the core tight, butt cheeks fully engaged. Keep the body working, but we're letting our chest and arms recover, ready for the next exercise, which is going to be an explosive one. I'm going to do 3 more. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. And break. Nice one. So 1 more exercise to go through. This is going to be a plyo press up. Again, we've got 3 options. First, off our knees, normal press up position, down we come. Like so. Really trying to smooth on the way down and exploding off, getting our hands into the air. Next one is the same, but off our with our knees in the air. What we're going to do here is have a double hand lift. So it looks like this. We come down to the bottom, hands come up, we push ourselves up off the floor, we come back down and repeat. Now the reason we take our hands off the floor at the bottom is just to remove momentum. And then the final one, if you're feeling super fruity and if you've got enough space, you can give it enough of a push and onto one hand to get your leg kicking out to the side. Like this. And that works yourself really hard. I'm going to stick to the medium option on this with the double hand lift. Here we go. Plank position, down we go, hands come up, and then push up. Push up. Push up. Ooh. No more. Whew. Okay, it's 5 sets done. I'm going to run through that 2 more times. You can run through it once more or twice, it's up to you. Whenever you think you've got enough from it for your chest, call it a day. However, in this period, we want to be resting for at least 3 minutes now. Give our chest a chance to recover before going through it again. So I'm going to give my chest a 3-minute recovery. But instead of just hanging about the place, having a swig, which is a good thing to do, we're going to do some exercise in there as well. So we're just going to run through the exercises we've already done, our holding exercises. Let's give them a go. So the first one, we're just in the boat position. Now you can just be in the boat position still like that, with your hands resting, or you can do a bit of scissor action. I'm going to chuck in a bit of a V up as well. So I'm just rocking down with my upper body while scissoring, and then up we come again. And repeat. And I'm going to be doing this for about 40 seconds. A couple more. That's one. And break. Still resting the arms. You can have a bit of a breather before going into normal sit-ups with the arms across the chest. Like so. Now, if you want to, you could throw something else in here, whatever exercise suits. I'm just doing a bit of core, a bit of abs, a bit of lower back. I'm doing stuff that doesn't put any emphasis on the chest and arms. Maybe the Supermen do a little bit, but not enough to affect me. Okay, let's do 3 more. Before we go to Superman. And then we're going to go back into the chest. Here we go. Superman, so just reach on out. Try and get your fingertips as far away from your heel as possible. Stretching your body, squeezing the core, squeezing your butt cheeks. Trying to stay in a straight line. A little bit of check on my form there. Make this an active exercise. Squeeze your midsection, stretch your fingertips away from your heels. Couple more. That's one. That's one. And that's 2. And then the last holding exercise is a bit of scissor action. Here we go. We'll just do 10 of these. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. Try and keep your legs straight. Ankles and toes flexed. That's 6. 7. 8. 9. And that's 10. Okay. So I'm just going to have a quick check on my timer, which is right above you. 18 minutes. So just over 3 minutes of rest. Perfect. And we're going back into push-aways, which target the upper chest. So our hands are out in that position. We're coming down and we're pressing away like so. Off your knees or on them. Totally up to you. Do what's right for you. And here we go. Straight in. Full extension. Start to fatigue, couldn't do that last rep. Stop, job done, go on to the holding exercise, which is scissors with a V up for me. Could just be the boat for you, could be a boat with bent legs, could be a full rest if you really need it, or it could be scissors in the boat position. I'm going to do with V ups. Here we go. As I'm staring at a mating pair of daddy long legs. Or is it mummy and daddy long legs in my house? I'll send them out later. Oh, couple more. 1, Small struggle. 2. Okay. Next exercise is a normal press up. Remember, extend the arms out at the top of the rep, but keep the chest engaged. Don't rest on your skeleton. I'm going to go wide, but still in line with my chest. So in that position, and then go over to one side, and over to the other. Here we go. Full extension, body squeezed, keep the core tight. Fatiguing, struggling, stop. Go into your whole exercise, this time it's sit-ups. If you're still going, great. If you're doing the beginner or intermediate options and you end up doing, I don't know, 20 reps plus, consider making it a little bit more difficult. Consider stepping up to the intermediate or advanced option, if there is one. Next exercise we've got for you is the planche press up. That can be done on the knees or off the knees, up to you. And you can also do the cobra style press up, but your elbows flared out a bit. So you're targeting, and that'll do for the abs, so you're targeting the lower chest this time. Because if you have your elbows tucked in, that works the triceps more. We're not trying to work our triceps too much today. So just have your elbows, instead of elbows tucked in, they're just leaking out to the sides a bit like that. Okay, here we go. So down here, hands just behind my shoulders, and then up we come. Shoulders flaring out of here. Next holding exercise, if you're ready, Superman. Here we go. Make it a good Superman. We'll do 10. That's too nice and slow. No race. Let the chest recover before we do push-up twist. 4 more. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, next exercise, push-up twist. Off your knees or on them, totally up to you. Pushing and rocking over. And if you want to do that fruity one with the leg kick, that's up to you. I want to go for intermediate again. Here we go. Press up, rock over and twist. Get the weight onto one hand. The other hand goes right to its fingertips. Elbows flaring just a little bit. Don't tuck them in. Rep count's coming down a bit, shows I'm fatiguing, which is fine. I'm going to stick with the intermediate or advanced exercises for now, but if they get too much, I can always knock it down a level for the final set. As long as I'm still working hard, I'm still going to failure. Okay, scissors, here we go. Just do 10. Our arms relax, chest relax, but our glutes, our legs and hamstrings, our abs and our core are still working hard, whilst giving our chest and arms a rest. We'll call that 6, and 7, and 8. final exercise of the round is the plyo press up. Remember your three options: off your knees, the double-handed push. I've forgotten the third one. Oh no, this is the leg move one, isn't it? Damn. So you've got the one off your knees, plyo, the double-handed one, which I'll show you in a minute, and then you've also got the explosive one with the leg coming out to the side there. That's getting a bit too much for me. Okay, here we go. Down we go. Left hand, push off, explode. So we're lifting off a dead weight off the floor every time. Set done. Chest burning, get in. Right, another 3-minute break before doing our final set of 5 exercises, then we're done. Here we go. I'm just going to do scissors this time, resting the arms in the boat position for about 30 seconds. A little bit more, a little bit less, doesn't really matter. The main aim for this is to let our upper body recover, but we might as well use our 3 to 5 minutes wisely, as opposed to just smoking the fat one. We can do a bit of exercise, burn a few calories, strengthen the core, work on the abs. It's all good stuff. And relax there. Next one, sit-ups. Here we go. And break. And let's move into Superman. On all fours, hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Raise the right hand and the left leg. Nice straight line body position. Get your fingertips as far away from your heel as possible before changing sides and repeating. Couple more. That's 1. That's 2. And break. How much left we got on that break? And then let's move into scissors. Here we go. Scissors. Just going to do 10. That's 3. Resting the arms, resting the chest. And break. That was 10. Or 10-ish. Okay. That's rest done. I've just got an ant down here. I'm just trying to kick away off my sheet of paper if you think I'm acting weird. Okay, 5 more sets to do. Got push-aways, normal, incline, or planche. With the elbows out, push-up twist, plyo press-up. Let's get into them. Push away first. On your knees or off. Feet against the wall, on the floor. Here we go. Shaking, body shaking, Shows them working hard. They're difficult. On my knees. Set done. Now it's up to you when you think your form's going too much for you to stop. Now I probably could have cranked out maybe 1, 2 more if I'd cheated, bum would have gone into a different position. That's up to you whether you do that or not, but you just got to be have the awareness to know that's not then targeting the muscle group that you want to as much. That might work for you, you get a little bit more out of that muscle group whilst working others, or you might not think that's wise, and you could risk injury if you're doing exercises weirdly and your body's under a lot of stress. That's your decision, obviously. Okay, first holding exercise, scissors with a V up for me. Here we go. I won't do many of these because I did a bit of talking there. I'll just do 8. Before the next exercise, which is a normal press up, I'm going to do the wide arm one, rocking over to each hand, but it's up to you. 2 more, that's 1. 2, and break. Okay, here we go. Now if I only do 3 or 4 of these, I might switch mid-set to normal press-ups. If I start getting over 6, I'll carry on. Here we go. Still struggling on the right, left hand side. On the right now. No. Form gone. Form gone. Finish your set. I'll hang around for you. Do some sit-ups. If you need to, remember you can pause or spin on. Either option. If you're working at a drastically different speed to me, you can pause it or spin on. But my advice is make your exercises more difficult or more easy to stick with roughly, and I emphasise roughly, what I'm doing. Let's do 3 more. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. Now, next exercise is planche or incline. Now remember, you can do it on incline, as I showed before. Incline here. Get your body over the top, elbows flaring out, and push up. You can do that on the flat surface as well, or you can do the cobra styly one, which is what I'll be doing. You can also do that cobra one on your knees as well to make it easier. Here we go. And push, elbows flaring out a little bit. Extend at the top. Chest starting to blow out fully now. As we go into our penultimate holding exercise, which is Superman. Here we go. Squeezing the butt cheeks, squeezing the lower back, squeezing the upper back as well to get the arm out. Nice, rigid, straight line body position from fingertips to heels when you're at the top of the rep. Make the position active at the top here, don't just rest and dangle. You're really stretching, testing your core out, working it hard. Couple more. And break. Okay, Press up this time, twist, onto fingertips of one hand, all the weight goes onto the other, and we just start working chest in a different fashion than the standard push back and forth. Here we go. Come on. Up, twist. 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 No. Oh, I've done the roll on the back. Oh. Okay, scissors. Final resting / holding exercise. Here we go. Just gonna rest the arms, the chest. Really try to keep the legs straight. This is not a rest. This is a chest rest exercise. Not resting our body. We're not stopping the session. We're just resting our chest and arms ready for the next set and final set. Couple more. That's one. That's two. And break. Here we go. Plyo, last one. I'm going to go for the double tap. You can do it off your knees. You can do the leg kick option. Let's get going. Last set. Set done, session done. Make sure you have a good stretch off the chest, stretch off the arms. Get hydrated, eat some decent food. We'll see you next time.